Good morning. Today is October 10th, 2019. My name is Olawale Okabola with Spartacus Trading Corporation, here to bring you a prep for today's pit session, October 10th, 2019. Sorry about yesterday, everybody. I got to the market late, so I was unable to publish a report for you. And I wanted to put out the report from last night, but I was too busy. I wanted to put out this report for last night, but I was too busy trading overnight, so I said I'll just do the report this morning. Okay, starting with the monthly. Not much change. One time framing down 1 month. We're in a 2 month balance area. Within that 2 month balance area, we're in a 3 month, 1 to 3 month balance area. We're currently trading below the half back of the 2 month balance area. That's the halfway mark between the balance area high and balance area low. We're currently trading below the half back, and we're also trading below the half back of the 3 month balance area. So right now, we're trading in the lower half of the 2 month, lower half of the 3 month. Also, important reference to watch is September's low. I'll talk about the trade I did last night. September low was a great reference for me, and it just go drives home the point of understanding these bar charts on a time frame higher than a day time frame to always put yourself in a position to make some money. Weekly, one time framing down 1, 2, 3 weeks. One time framing down 3 weeks. Okay, we're in a 2 week balance area. If you want to get extra technical within the 2 week, we're in a 3 week balance area because this week closed back within this week, and this week is still in this week. So technically, if you're looking at the 3 week balance area high, balance area low, but we're in a 2 week as well. If you're looking at the 2 week, 2 week balance area high, 2 week balance area low, and then within all that, we're still within a 11 week balance area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we're currently trading below this 11 week half back. Okay. Also, we're still trading back below in this former balance area. And so the destination is still on for here. We'll see if we get there. It's just a destination. Last week we fell short. This week we're trying to make some headway, but it's Thursday. It's going to take some more action to get it down there. Um, a key reference to pay attention to is if we take this back out going long, going north, that could signal a change in the market. So right now, all we got on the monthly, balance within balance. On the weekly, balance within balance. On the daily, we're one time framing up 1 day. However, we're in a 2 day balance area. So what do we got? We got balance on the monthly, balance on the weekly, balance on the daily. We got balance upon balance upon balance. That's all we got. When it comes to balance, you get rotation. Okay? Let's go to the profiles. It's my overnight chart. All right. So as you set your charts up, two important references outside of the day time frame would be this 45 level where you're basically coming back out of that multi-week balance area. I talked about it forever. Those who've been with me should be very, very familiar with this. Trading above 45 puts us back out of that. Also, trading below Tuesday's low has us challenging September's low. Why is that important? That's a reference for a time frame longer than the day time frame. Basically, that says if we take out September's low, that shows more continuation to the downside. Could get you on a good trade. So just a level to pay attention to. Take it for what it's worth. And then coming into today, the shortest term, we have a 2 day half back. Anything serious, more serious to the downside, or if the auction is down for today, value will begin to develop below the 2 day half back. That makes sense because if value develops below the 2 day half back, what do we have? Overall lower value. We have overall lower value. we can continue to trade lower. Then and a possible reference you really want to pay attention to is how does the market respond around September's low. If we begin the trade and value begins to develop above the 2 day half back, that basically puts us in overall unchanged value. So you can expect some rotation. You can expect some chop. If there's anything serious going to the upside, you should get one time framing higher, and you begin to see value develop above this pullback low. This is the pullback low from yesterday. You'll begin to see value build above there and perhaps start to be overlapping the higher. Now remember, we got balance, so you could have a mini trend within balance and then go right back from that mini trend to rotation. So I advise if we're in to yesterday's or Tuesday's range, don't fall in love with the trade. You want to get out of that trade at the extremes. Don't look for the trade to go to the moon unless some volatility, some news coming to the market, and then all bets are off, as we know, when you have economic news or geopolitical or whatever. This pullback low I want to talk about, this is the pullback low before the market closed. I would not, well, if the market was above here, I would not be a buyer there because it's weak. Why? Well, the answer is in front of your face. Several times they try to buy from this level. If the market opens above and we bounce, more than likely that's not going to hold, especially as we begin to challenge it. You understand short-term traders are just using this to buy somewhere above the value area high from Tuesday. Now, on the flip side, what was support, as they can deem it as support, could be also resistance. So if we open below this pullback low and we can't get back above this pullback low, we're probably coming back down. But if we're coming down, you definitely want to see price take out the 2 day half back, and you want to see value begin to develop lower. Talk about this trade I took overnight. I was getting ready for the prep assignment, a prep report, and then an opportunity of a lifetime came up that I couldn't pass up. This happened in the Asia session. Market took off. I'm sure you all could see. And I was saying to myself, wow, is there some news out there? Maybe, maybe not. But once I saw that we had about 30 points of overnight single prints, I am yet to see 30 points of overnight single prints last. That immediately got my interest. This is before all this stuff to the right came in. 30 handles of overnight single prints, and I said to myself, and we closed here, right outside of September's low. I said to myself, I've never seen 30 handles of overnight single prints. We could and should come back and get some. Doesn't mean that we're going to go all the way back up, but we should come back and get some, given the rapid nature of the sell off. So I waited for the period to close, hoping that the 30 plus points lasted. And then I had my reference, September's low, because I used the monthly bar charts. Uh, and I pay attention to these references. The September's low. In the overnight, the logic, they pushed it out of September's low. Who's trading? It's not these guys. It's not the monthly guys trading in the overnight, unless somehow, some way they're forced to liquidate. I don't know. I don't think they use stops in the overnight. And even if it's news, again, 30 points in single prints holding, it's highly unlikely. We get some back and then trade lower. That's fine. So I had some orders in to get in right here at September's low. Once the market got in September's low, I was in the trade. Now I had to have a wide stop, so my stop was 10 handles because I did not know if this was done. I just knew when it's finally done, there's no way we're going to hold 30 handles of overnight single prints. I just haven't seen it. So I was in the trade at 89 half. I took some heat, wondering my stop was at 79 half, wondering, okay, well, you really messed up. But then the market stopped, and I knew once we got back into September's low, there's a problem. Long story short, we got back at September's low. I took it off about 10, 11 handles in my favor. I took the trade off. Okay. Once again, the market trade but below September's low. I got back in, got me some more handles, like 10 or so more handles. And then after that, the market started the time frame to where we are right now. This is all Asia. And here is Europe. So Europe is right now balancing within Asia. Any change to what's currently going on from the overnight, let's call it 0675, 06 three quarters. That's basically the Asia pullback low. If there's any change to the downside, one, we're coming out of the 2 day half back, and we take out the Asia low, which corresponds to what? Almost yesterday's low. Yesterday's low is a very important reference for continuation to the downside. You get value overlapping or lower from the 2 day half back, you're on a good trade. What you don't want to see is the market continue to come in and out of yesterday's low. If we do that, these folks who are shorting the market and we come back in range, knowing we got a long way to go to get to that overnight low, we come back in range, then they probably will be forced to cover. So you want to be careful if you're biased to the short side. If your bias is long, well, if we can't get anything past yesterday's low and value can't develop below the 2 day half back, well, you got a great trade to the upside. Well, not a great trade to the upside. You got a trade to the upside with a lot of chop. So be careful. Given the fact that I did very well in the overnight, I'm taking a day off. I'm going to go run, exercise, make some breakfast, and go to sleep. All right, this is Olawale Okabola with Spartacus Trading Corporation. Wishing you a good day. Good luck out there, everybody. Talk to you later.